Hey, this is Robert. We are episode 3 here with Stacy. This is Life Beyond Suboxone. We are on this journey, and just a quick check-in, like, how has your week been? It's been 7 days since the last time we chatted, so what's new, what's different? How is your week?
Not a lot new. Same thing throughout the week. I work, I go home, I do recovery. I'm learning how to manage my stress throughout the week versus how it used to be. There's a lot of things that are different just versus being on Suboxone and being on Sublocade. And a lot of that has to do with just the tethering of it itself. I have noticed, like, I don't get up and reach for that. But the medications are different, and I don't know, and maybe, I don't know if it's for me or if it's like this for most people.
Just in how you feel?
Yes.
Or, okay.
I'm not drained. I don't feel, like when I wake up and I take Suboxone, it kind of made me feel groggy. Like almost like that opioid, like groggy.
Sure.
Just really weighed down, and I don't feel like that on Sublocade.
Okay.
I have had a few days where I have struggled like getting energy in the morning. And I don't know if that necessarily had to do with the medication itself or if it's just
Staying up too late and doom scrolling on Facebook?
No, listen, I have been getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and being at work at 5 a.m. My schedule has changed, big change. But before, I was never up. You could not catch me up at 4 o'clock in the morning unless I was taking my dog out. That's been a big change for me. I have noticed I haven't had a problem waking up to my alarm. I haven't had a problem like falling asleep at night. I haven't had a problem getting up and knowing, okay, I got to get up. I got things to do.
Sure.
Before, I could hit my alarm, just lay in bed, and I could never get enough sleep. And like I would sleep.
Yeah.
On Suboxone, I could sit at home for days, like just watch TV and be fine with that.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I need to do that at this point. I just don't. I do need rest. I do need to work on my self-care. That's a big thing, and I am noticing that now. I'm noticing a lot of different things about myself, self-care being one of them that I need to work on. I need to start having not necessarily a schedule, but I need to get up, I need to wash my face, I need to shower, I need to have a routine. And I never even thought about having a routine before. That was not one of my things.
So self-care.
Yes. Self-care, it never was a big thing for me. Like I knew I had to work on it. I knew I needed to make sure that I was doing okay mentally, and I wasn't I wasn't exhausted or I wasn't staying up too late. But I never realized like self-care means like having a routine, having boundaries, making sure that your life is balanced. Because now I am looking at my life and going, it feels like a fog has been lifted, to be honest with you. Like now I'm looking at it like, okay, I'm putting a lot of time into my job right now, knowing that it's not necessarily where I want to be at as of work.
Sure.
But I know there are things I can do to get to where I want to be.
Yep.
But now I'm taking my focus from just letting myself get so focused on one thing or being in that fog. I'm focusing on now, okay, what can I do to direct my life to where I want it to go now?
Yeah.
Which is pulling back from work and putting my energy and time into things that need to have it.
Yeah.
Making a routine, balancing out my day, spending time with my family. I got to spend time with my son just this past week, and I haven't done that in over 2 years. And just sitting there and listening to my family talk about his best friend got married and just talk about the wedding and talk about this and that. I was just realizing, like, I want to be part of these things.
Yeah.
I want to be in those pictures. I want to be able to, when my son says, Mom, I'm getting married, I want to be part of that. So without overwhelming myself in, okay, what I've missed, it's now what can I focus on?
For sure.
What is there to do now?
The toothpaste is already out of the tube.
Yeah.
Just brush your teeth. Right? Like,
So yeah, it's just, I'm realizing like, okay, I used to journal.
Yeah.
I don't anymore. That's something I want to do for self-care.
It might be interesting too to journal, especially during this.
I have
You're
been a little bit,
transitioning.
yes.
This is a big thing.
Yeah,
So,
I have been a little bit, and that's where I've started to notice like how I feel and what the differences are in me and the things that are important to me. Like
Yep.
I said, on Suboxone, I felt like I was in a fog every day, and just maintaining
Okay.
the medication and just going with it.
It's weird. I have this question that's been kind of brewing since, like, if there's less fraud potential and abuse
Okay.
with the shot, if it's more manageable, like it's a once a month thing, you're not tethered to it, and
Yeah.
if you feel more clarity
Yeah.
in your life, why still prescribe the Suboxone to people? You know what I mean? Like,
You
if there's
mean-
this alternative that does pretty much the same thing, but it's better and the outcomes are better, why stick with?
Well, because I think first and foremost, the Suboxone was first. The Sublocade is something
Came
that's
second.
been,
Okay.
yeah, it's been.
So this is a
more
newer thing.
This is a newer thing,
Got
and
it.
I've heard of it. I think maybe 5 years ago was when I first heard about it. And there's a lot of people on the Suboxone, like I said, that do make the money off it.
Sure.
But they depend on it also, and it's something new to them is scary.
Yeah.
When they know that taking the Suboxone every day keeps them from wanting to go out and use, and keeps them working, and keeps
Yep.
them being a parent, and
Yep.
does that, they don't want to risk it. Now, for another part of that, I know my doctor told me, if you feel at any point in time while you're going with this, make sure because I had strips.
Sure.
And she
Yep.
said, hang on to them.
Yep.
If you start feeling like you're withdrawing, it could be something as if like we need to either up your dose, up
Sure.
your dose, or
Yep.
get you some kind of shot, level it out between now and your next visit. Because if you're feeling that, if you feel like you need to take one, then you can. It's not going to hurt you. However, we need to know about it.
Yep.
So I thought that's where you were going with it at first, but I see, yeah. I don't know why they don't promote it more.
Yeah.
My doctor's office actually does have a pamphlet in the room now.
Okay.
I've never seen that before.
Sure.
Not up until I decided this is something that I want.
Yeah. Have you mentioned to your doctor that you're doing this little, hey, I'm just talking about it?
No, I've mentioned that we've had conversations about
Okay.
it and that we've discussed it. And,
Sure.
But no.
Okay. I'd be curious to see what their thoughts are maybe
be,
next
yeah.
month, right? Hey, for the last month I've been documenting this and blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah, I think she would like it. I think she's been one of the biggest supporters where it was like.
I loved what you said on, I think it was the first episode where you said, she just said, hey, you've been on this for
Yeah.
9 years. That's a long time.
Yeah,
Like, what's
she's
the
new
plan?
at the clinic.
Okay.
She's been there for 2 years now, but previously I used to go to that clinic, and my doctor that I had there for 4 years, she doesn't work there anymore, but so she's got to see my file because
Sure.
I was a patient there
Yep.
before. But she seems like she's more of an advocate for like she's going to advocate for the patient, not just keep you
Sure.
come in, do your drop, give you your meds,
Yep.
and leave.
Yeah. She's getting to know you.
Yeah, and
Yep.
she wants to. I think
Yeah.
she
That's
genuinely
important.
cares. Versus you go in, you see the nurse first, you sit there, the doctor comes in, any changes? Nope. Okay, here's your script.
Yep.
And that's
Yeah.
how most doctor's appointments will go.
Yeah.
You see your doctor maybe 3 minutes out of the 10 minutes, that they're there. You see the nurse, and then you see your doctor, and then.
What's been the toughest part of this first month, like physically, mentally, maybe something that you didn't expect or?
I didn't expect to have the pain in the side where it was.
Does it still hurt now?
It still
or?
is sore.
Okay.
Just in the spot that it is.
Sure.
And it's a big old ball of medication is what it is.
Can you feel it? Like
Yeah.
you can, okay,
Yeah,
got it.
Yeah, it feels like there's like
Yeah.
a big lump in your stomach. I didn't expect it to hurt as bad. It's not like super painful, but it's sore.
Yeah,
And I didn't expect to be able to just wake up in the morning and actually be awake. I expected to still be groggy. That kind of threw me. And I didn't expect to be able to sleep and feel rested.
those are
sleep.
beautiful things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
So you feel like the quality of your sleep is better? Like when you wake up,
so
you're
much
more
better.
refreshed?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually feel like I can wake up and not have to sit there for 45 minutes to finally because I'd be like, let me have my coffee. But
Sure.
it wasn't the coffee that was
Yeah.
it was just I
Yeah.
couldn't pull myself together.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that's been kind of weird to me is that I haven't reached for the Suboxone. I thought that I would. I thought that I would still do that. But
Just out of habit almost, or
Yeah.
I think it's crazy. Like when I do the editing and stuff on this, like I see like you're resolved.
Yeah.
This is the path I'm going down.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing this.
She did tell me that I could keep any Suboxones that I have, so you can go ahead, but I haven't kept them.
Sure.
I don't want them, which kind of, I was scared for that. Oh my God, am I going to withdraw from this?
Yeah.
But if I need to, I can go and talk to her, and I can say, hey, look, this is what I'm going through, and I might, but I just don't feel like I'm going to.
And I think you have tools too,
Yeah.
through recovery that
Yeah.
to help manage some of that stuff. And there's power in talking it through. And
Yeah, and a lot of it is mental. A lot of you will definitely feel like withdrawal symptoms from anything, but I know for me, the mental part was the worst, was way the worst, because it made me feel even sicker. It made me feel like once I got past that mental part of it in any withdrawal from any medicine, I was fine. Because I think our bodies can handle pretty much anything.
Yep.
But that mental, that's a bitch.
it is a bitch.
It is. I think that's mostly why I still
Yeah.
smoke my nicotine, because fuck that.
It's
I'm not
a
giving
tough
it up.
one.
I'm not giving it up.
It's a tough one.
I just, but yeah, so things are going good.
What about a win from this last month? What's even a small win? What do you, like, I know waking up is good, and any other wins?
Being able to put my all into my week, honestly, knowing that like I am doing a lot of things that I never thought I would do. There's been a lot of changes at work, just a lot of changes in my life.
Yep.
And
But you feel like you're part of the game now.
oh, absolutely.
Instead of an observer.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm making decisions in my life in a lot of different areas, relationships, work, home. There's a lot of things that I'm taking control of now, and I love it. It's
Good.
scarier than shit, don't get me wrong, because like I'm responsible for that shit. Like, but yeah, I really like it. There are things I never thought I would ever do in two different areas. Like I never thought I would end a relationship that I ended. And I never thought I would take charge at work the way I did. I never thought I would be able to do that and be dependent on. And that's
Here's the keys to the store, right?
Yeah, like, knowing that people are depending on me and that I'm doing it.
You just got a call 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, my girl that's
we
training
edited
right now.
out.
Yeah, she's training right now and she's panicking about the lotto, which she'll get it. I was that person.
Yes. Yeah.
But I know my life is changing, but it's for the better. And I spent so much time, like I said, in addiction, just not believing in myself, never thinking that I could do the things that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And now I'm doing it. I'm not just thinking about doing it, I'm doing it. I'm making the changes. And that's the big part, like the mindset over everything. The mindset. Once I changed my mindset and on who I am, that was my big part. I was changing my mindset on who I am, who I believe I am.
Sure.
Because once I started believing in myself, that changed. It all changed.
Yeah.
That was huge for me.
Yeah.
Because everybody could be like, I believe in you. They could tell me that all day long. My mom, my dad, my brother, everybody, I believe in you. And I know they did. It wasn't, it was me believing in me.
Sure. It's that mindset.
Yeah.
Waking up and knowing, like, I know my worth.
Yeah.
Regardless if things are great or perfect in my life, I know my worth.
That's a big part.
Yeah.
Like, because I didn't know my worth. I had no idea.
Yeah.
And honestly,
addiction robs that, though.
It does.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking back in my life and I'm like, when did I lose that? And I can't pinpoint that. I think
it's a gradual receding of morals, values, and your soul.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
over a long period of time.
Yeah.
Over the last 20 years of slowly.
Yeah. Just getting beat down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And beating myself down, just not believing in myself.
Yeah. Looking ahead in month 2, like, what are you thinking? Like next month, are you thinking about having a conversation about another 300 shot? Are you thinking about going down to the 100? Just feeling it out, how you feel at the end of this month maybe?
Yeah, how I feel at the end of this
Sure.
month. I think what we decided was it was going to be 2 months of the 300.
Sure.
To level my body out, and then after that, because I told her I wanted it to be 6 months. I wanted to be
Yeah.
done in 6 months.
Yeah.
And she said, going for it, you're going to want to push that out a little bit to make it your 6 months. You don't want to go from 300 to 100.
Got it.
You want to put your body on this because you don't want to go back to those Suboxones. And she's right about that.
Yep.
I don't want to do something that I'm not necessarily ready for. Not that I don't feel ready for it.
Yep.
But I want to have that net right there. I know I'm ready for this, but I need this. I want this medicine to walk me through this. And
Do you feel that you've done the inner work to heal the reason you were using dope in the first place?
yes, not full of it, not fully.
Sure,
Let me
yeah.
rephrase that. I have done a lot of the inner work.
Okay.
However, there are still things that I need to work on daily in order to maintain that work.
That's just good
Like-
old character defects.
Yeah, like that. And some of the things
Yeah.
in the last 4 years that I have pushed to the side where it's, I don't want to focus on that yet. I don't want to focus on that yet.
Sure.
But I know the problems.
Yeah.
And I know that it's not something that's going to go away. And if I don't do the work, if I don't go through, I'm not going to get out of it.
Yeah.
I got to go through it.
Yeah.
I know
And I
it.
think as you go through that, you begin to build that confidence. I can do this.
Yeah.
I can do it. I'm I'm 15 years on the other side of the last time I shoved a needle in my arm. And last year, I probably had, 2 times that I can remember where I had a craving for hitting the self-destruct button on my life and doing dope. And
Yeah.
not even, it wasn't overpowering. It was just one of those thoughts.
Yep. Yep.
And the thought landed, and then I said, haha, that's a funny thought. But that ain't gonna happen because now today I'm able to play the tape through. This is gonna lead to this, and then this is gonna lead to this, and then guess what? You're chained to a bed in the middle of Times Square with a clown mask on, right?
So when I'm having a rough day or things are going to shit or I'm having like the worst, I don't think about getting high. It's the weird times where
For
I'm
sure.
in a great mood and like I'm having a good day and I'm thinking, man, I'd like to get high. And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
why did I?
Right.
Why am I
I
thinking
could just
about
do a blast and it would
Right.
make everything even better. No.
It's not the shitty times
Yeah.
or like when I'm so angry or I'm like, fuck this, I just want, no, it's not that. I don't know when that happened, but
That's the cunning, baffling, and powerful part of what we are dealing with.
it's the times where I'm leaving a great day, having my family or my son just messaged me or whatever, and I'm driving home, it's a beautiful sunny day, and
Yeah.
man, I don't want to get high,
Right.
but I think about it.
Sure. Yep. It's normal. And talking about it gives you power over it.
Yeah.
Naming it, talking to someone else about it, because now it's like you just saying that to me. It's like that little voice in your head said, shit, she just told someone else.
The accountability factor
Right.
of it. Yeah, because and here's another thing, like my family won't talk about it. My family doesn't want to talk about the getting high or how bad it is. I think for some of them, it's just they seen me. They see me at my worst, and they just don't want to think about that. And I think when you first come out of like jails or facilities, they put it in your head, just don't think about it. Just don't do it. Just
Sure.
So you have to bring it up to yourself. You have to look yourself in the mirror and say, we're going to have this conversation about it, because if you don't talk about it, you're just shoving the problem down.
Yeah.
And you don't want that.
Yeah.
That's the last thing you want. You shove it, just like trauma, just shame or guilt or anything else. You can't just shove it down.
Yeah.
Because it's going to come back up.
Eventually.
Yeah.
It's like a Mento and a Diet Coke.
That's right. Yeah.
Can only sit in there so long and
yeah.
it's going to come out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just not something, and like you said with do I feel like I have healed that part, or do I feel like just like that? If I'm not making sure every day that I'm working on my character defects,
Sure.
that I am
Yeah.
taking care of myself, I'm doing the self-care, that I'm keeping my boundaries and
Yeah.
working on myself, working on my things every day to make sure that I keep going the way I'm going.
Have any old habits or old thought patterns or anything like that kind of crept in the last 2-3 weeks while you're in this transition period?
I have had a short fuse the last week, but I've been going through a lot also. So other than just snapping on some people and that being like the only thing, like the old thought patterns, just being angry about, but knowing like I catch myself.
Yeah, I'm not, with the tools that I have in recovery now, I don't find myself in a lot of old habits or having a lot of old thoughts creep up. Not to say that they don't, it's just very few and far between. I will say my emotions have been not too like way up or way down. They've been kind of even, but I have been feeling a little bit more this week than last. So I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it, but I'm trying to keep an eye on that. Like I said, I've been journaling and been kind of noticing like how I've been feeling. That's where I started looking at, okay, I need to work on my self-care. I need to work on getting a routine. I need to work on a few things. And now that I'm feeling like I'm able to do that, I'm going to start implementing them.
What's a message that you would want to say to yourself in 6 months?
I'm not sure about that. That's a hard one, Robert.
It is a hard one.
Like, do I want to say to my future self? Just that, to always remember to show grace to those around you and those you love. No matter what. That's a big thing.
People are going through a lot.
Yeah.
Everybody's got something.
Yeah, we sometimes forget about that. I know that I sometimes forget about other people and what they're going through, and I just I want to remind myself to not ever don't ever think that you're the only one going through something. Yeah.
It's a good reminder for being in the recovery field.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we can get frustrated with people or their actions or their lack of action. We can just we see a part of it, but there's often, it's almost like an iceberg, right? You see this little tip only that's poking through the water, and then there's so much underneath.
Yeah.
And that's a good reminder at any point in life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Show grace. I asked somebody once that was married for like 60 some years or whatever it was. We were at some anniversary thing or something. And I said, what's the secret? And he said, the ability to continually show grace to each other.
And that
was powerful, because you'll always find a reason. If you're looking for something wrong in someone, you'll always find it.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for a reason to show grace, you can that can cover over so many things. It doesn't really matter, you know.
My grandpa said, when I can ask him a similar question, but he said that how quick you are to forgive, I think was how he put it. Yeah.
Yep, right in the same.
Yeah. How quick you are to forgive. Yeah. And I was like, I guess I got to work on that part of myself, because I used to hold on to a grudge like no other.
Oh.
I do. That was one thing about myself that I have worked really hard on, was to let go of things like that. And just, I try to remember, like, I know everything that I went through, and people around me have no idea about that. So I kind of flip-flop that. Like, people around me, I have no idea what they go through.
We've all got our junk.
Yeah. Yeah. And people experience things differently. Your reality is not the same as my reality. No. And that's just something I learned. My little brother Eli struggled with paranoid schizophrenia, and he's one of my best friends in this whole world. But I got to learn that through him. Like, regardless, my reality is different than his, but it didn't make it any less real. So,
sure. Right.
And that has stuck with me.
Yeah. Good lesson. All right, friends. Again, there is no PhD behind our name. So this is our medical disclaimer here. This is as official as it gets. But Stacy, if you've listened to episode 1, 2, or this one, you've noticed that she has consulted with her doctor.
Yes, absolutely.
And if you are on Suboxone, or if you're thinking about getting on Suboxone or getting on Sublocade, any of this journey, we implore you, please go talk to your doctor, talk to a medical professional, and just go through this. Talk to them about what a good plan for you is going to be. This is Stacy's journey. This is what's working for her and the recovery support that she has around her and her life at this point. And we are just highlighting this because we feel like it's a conversation that not a lot of people are having. And so we hope that through this, it inspires people to just be curious, to ask questions, and also see what the other side of this is like what people are going through when they make the decision, and like how it's helping them, how it's hurting them, what the trade-offs are, because there's always a trade-off.
Yeah.
With everything.
And
So
everybody's different.
everybody's different.
Everybody experiences it different.
Yeah. So thank you for tuning in. Again, if you have any questions, comments, or anything, feel free to drop it down below. If you have your own personal story, I'd love to hear that, or how you have managed to either get off of Suboxone, or what your experience is like on Sublocade. We would be very open to hearing about that. So
I'd like to know if anybody has experienced like this, the same things that I do with like the emotional thing, or you know, that being able to sleep or things like that. If they went through the same thing, like getting better rest or being able to wake up, not feeling groggy.
those are really good benefits. That's why I loved hearing that. I would love to see if there's any direct correlation between prescribing Sublocade going up and Suboxone going down.
You know, and I think I will ask my doctor a few questions too, just to see what she can tell me about even just the office and what she's noticed the last 5 years.
I would love to know. I think these are important things. So cool. As always, stay sober, not boring.